Back with you on SportsCenter. In a little over 24 hours, an unreal weekend of football kicks off with the divisional playoffs. And this is for real. Chiefs run at 3. Heat continues as they host the Texans Saturday afternoon on ESPN and ABC. KC defeated Houston 27-19 back in Week 16. It's going to be the first time we see Patrick Mahomes on the field since Christmas Day. And it's Saturday night. NFC's 1 seed Lions hosting Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Lions expected to get running back David Montgomery back for the matchup. Jaden Daniels trying to become the 6th rookie quarterback to start a conference championship game. Weather could be a factor in both games on Sunday. Starts with Rams, Eagles, and Philly, where there could be up to an inch of snow. Saquon Barkley had an Eagles franchise record 255 rushing yards against the Rams Week 12. And finally, Sunday night in Orchard Park, Lamar, Allen, Ravens, Bills. Temperatures projected to dip as low as 8 degrees. The winner goes back to the AFC title game for the second time this decade. Loser waits for that Super Bowl. We can't wait. Neither can we wait for this.
For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense like we ain't the 3rd best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. 25th in the league, and we the one to get disrespected.
Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
There you go. And look who it is. NFL analyst Bart Scott joining us. By the way, that post-game moment with Sal Powell happened 14 years ago yesterday.
Wow.
After your Jets beat the Patriots in the divisional round. You don't look a day older, man. You look good. I'm just saying. Now, Bart, with that in mind.
So angry. That young man was so angry.
He's still got some of that anger in him. All right. So with that in mind, what's the one thing, the number one thing you can't wait for in Sunday's Ravens-Bills matchup?
It's just the matchup itself. You talk about the contest of two Titans. You got Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen, 2 of the favorites for the MVP. Let them settle it on the field. I can't wait to see which guy shows up and carries their team to the next level, which we know was possibly going to be awaiting for them there. To get to that, you have to get through this game. It's going to be a hell of a matchup. You talk about all the elements, everything that's involved, legacy involved coming up. This is a defining game of 2 guys that came out at the same time who people weren't sure were franchise quarterbacks. Man, have they proved everyone wrong.
That and then some. Jackson and Allen both eclipsed 40 combined passing and rushing touchdowns this season. Okay, let's stay in the AFC. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to host C.J. Stroud and the Texans tomorrow afternoon on ESPN and ABC. What can't you wait to see in this matchup?
Oh, man, I can't wait to see this pass rush and the secondary of the Texans go against, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid coming off of a bye week. You know how great he plans. You talk about this team. They played each other a couple weeks ago. This is a game that Tank Dell got hurt, but this game was a lot closer than people remember. And I can't wait to see the X factor in this game. I believe is Joe Mixon. And if he can establish a run and try and, create some physicality where you can create some space for Nico Collins, I mean, this is going to be a great matchup as Patrick Mahomes starts his bid to become the only quarterback to win 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah, I feel like the Texans are being a little overlooked, but we'll see how this one plays out. By the way, Mahomes, 6-0 in the divisional round in his career. Bart, good to see you. Look what's back to America's favorite game show, Fraud or Laud. Let's meet our contestant. He was born on Valentine's Day, so it's no surprise he's number 1 in all of our hearts. NFL front office insider Mike Tannenbaum. Okay, Mike, our first caller is the Ravens. Baltimore is saying that their pass defense is going to give Josh Allen problems on Sunday. Fraud or laud?
Ryan, that is laud. This Baltimore Raven pass defense since Week 8 has been a top 5 defense in a number of categories. And a big reason why is that guy right there, Kyle Hamilton, going back to his natural safety position. This pass rush has been way more consistent. Our Darius Robinson has made a bunch of plays as well for them. So I really like the improvement of this defense.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, isn't that? Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
Prize, what door are you picking?
Door number 2.
Okay, behind door number 2. Oh, it's an extremely rare Bart Scott collectible bobblehead. I bet you can't wait for that. Just stay seated. We're gonna
Brian, I hope it's less expensive than the real thing when I had to sign Bart to a contract.
We'll check with Bart on that. We'll get your shipping address on the break so we can send it out to you. We're
going to get head coaching jobs as soon as this season ends. It seems like, as of right now, Ben Johnson, Raiders, maybe Bears, and it seems like Aaron Glenn would be Jets or Saints. As of now, maybe the Cowboys come in last minute. Who knows? That's what it seems like on the surface right now. Could this potentially shut this window for them after this year a little bit quicker than maybe other teams would have it shut, simply because of how much they're about to lose?
I don't know about that. I think that they've done a great job of building a culture in Detroit. And I think that they have enough people in the building that can be elevated into those roles of being coordinators, being play callers. And so for all of the development that we've seen with the players within the organization, why would we think that they're not developing their coaches too, especially considering how many players, former NFL guys, that Dan Campbell has been able to put on his staff? So, no, I don't think this is the end of their championship window. Losing those coordinators, losing talented people always hurts, but good organizations do a great job of making sure that there's somebody else to step up in their place. And I have no doubt that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell will have answers if and when Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn become head coaches.
But will it translate immediately? Will it be plug and play? That's the question. Because we saw it with the Eagles when Jonathan Gannon and Shane Steichen left. It wasn't immediate. It wasn't immediate success for them again. And when you lose two guys who are very talented, I just think especially on the offensive side of the ball, the way that Ben Johnson has been able to dial things up and the way that this unit has been so dominant all season long, you might have somebody that you've identified to be his replacement, but that doesn't mean that it's going to translate right away or that everybody's going to be able to get into that rhythm and have that same type of success right away. So the window may not be totally closed, but I do think that they better capitalize on this while they have it right now, because you don't know what the future holds.
Yeah, if I'm a Lions fan, here's how I'm spinning this towards we're going to be okay. Okay, a couple of reasons. One, Dan Campbell, while he worked with Ben Johnson in Miami, did not hire Ben Johnson. Did not hire him, right? So meaning, what I mean by that specifically is the ego is not a part of this. He didn't just say, like, oh, I'm going to bring in my own guy. Like, no, oh, he's good. I'm going to keep my work with him before. He's good here. Like, he's egoless when it comes to seemingly building out a staff. The other thing is, and I'm going to keep going back to this, and maybe I'm going to be wrong about this. There was a move that made me think this organization is thinking 1 year ahead. Like Deontay Johnson with the Ravens when they picked him back up just to get compensatory picks and prevent him from going to Kansas City to get all the information on the other teams. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater was a high school football coach, a brilliant quarterback, right? They bring him in. When all these coaches leave and Teddy Bridgewater doesn't want to play anymore, who's the first guy they're going to call to help with their offensive staff? The guy that's been working with this offense as a player the last however many months. They're smart in Detroit right now.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On first down, right back to Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll give it to Harris again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Another run here with Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That is caught! And he will get into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Right to the air goes Daniels. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Washington.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off he goes.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. He's to the 15. And he's in for the touchdown.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Now to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
You know, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. Washington finishes The Commanders picked up the fumble and ran it home.
He gets it to go, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's he fumbled the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big...
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Here's Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. To throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Here he is to throw. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. And that's a Washington touchdown. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on two-point conversions, but they're difficult.